Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back. It's Lagway. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with between these two.
Out of the gun now on third down. They'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The Cavaliers hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
To throw, it's Humphreys. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Virginia. Touchdown. Now the important point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That makes the score. Virginia 14, New Mexico 7. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the New Mexico offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Defense is coming after him. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
And the Lobos begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll run it to the left. Breaking free at the 35. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up for a 1st and goal now. The defense backed up against their own end zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense expecting to run all the way. They stop you short of the goal line. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. As a design quarterback keeper. Stage late here in the second quarter. So nothing on the previous play sets up a third and goal from the 1. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Lobos. This college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cavaliers offense is back out there on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And they heave it deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Looking for his big tight end. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. To be efficient here, not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking downfield, it's Humphreys. Look at this, he'll go deep again. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
In the half. The DB's backing off from the line now. He's back to throw again on second down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Lobos will kick this away to get the second half going. Turn starts inside the 15. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Virginia offense back on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. Pressure is coming. Trying to extend the play. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And the Cavaliers looking to run some tempo here. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To throw, it's Humphreys. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. And the Cavaliers moving quickly down the field here. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
He's on the run. Launches deep. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Finally marked down after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They'll run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook